Why do we always run out of time for our tasks, even when we plan for them, and fall victim to the planning fallacy?
Most of us think planning means control, but even experienced planners often underestimate how long tasks take. Psychologists call this the planning fallacy. It makes us believe this time will be different, even when past experience shows otherwise. Understanding this is the first step to taking back your time. You plan carefully, you make schedules, and yet time keeps slipping through your fingers.
Most people think the problem is simple. I just need better time management.
Stay with us until the end of the video as we examine this scientifically and realize that this is not laziness or ADHD, but a very interesting phenomenon hidden behind the scenes of our psychology. Have you ever asked yourself why my family or the people around me doubt my commitments and sometimes don't believe me? Why don't others believe me? Why isn't this time different? Extremely important and fascinating research has been conducted on a concept called the planning fallacy, which we will go through step by step. The planning fallacy is a cognitive bias that causes people to underestimate the time, cost, and difficulty of completing a task, even when previous experience has shown that similar tasks usually take longer or become more complex. Here is a quote by George Bernard Shaw. "We learn from history that we learn nothing from history."
This bias doesn't only affect students or individuals. Even large, experienced organizations fall into this trap.
The Standish Group studied large software projects. Between 2011 and 2015, 56% exceeded their budget.
And around 60% failed to finish on time.
Sometimes this happens due to manipulation or deception, but most of the time, it's just bad forecasting.
Psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky studied why this happens.
A team predicted an educational project would take between 18 and 30 months. But when asked about similar past projects, the answer was 7 years. When asked why this project would be faster, the answer was classic. This time is different. The project was completed after 8 years.
Researchers discovered something critical. There are two kinds of time estimation.
Performance estimation asks, how long does this task take? Completion estimation asks, when will this be finished? We are usually decent at estimating task duration, but we are terrible at predicting finish dates.
That's why so many projects are almost done for a very long time.
When planning, we usually take the inside view.
We focus on our motivation, effort, and intentions.
The outside view ignores intentions and looks at statistics and past outcomes. When people switch to the outside view, their predictions become far more accurate. Tunnel vision is useful during execution, but dangerous during planning. Like a cheetah hunting, focus fully once you commit. But before you start, step outside yourself. Look at history. Look at data. Look at others.
We don't lose time because we are lazy. We lose time because our mind lies to us. And once you see that lie, you can finally plan better.
So, let's put everything together. We usually think we run out of time because we are lazy, distracted, or bad at time management, but science shows something very different. The real problem is called the planning fallacy. It is a mental bias that makes us underestimate how long things will take, how difficult they will be, and how many obstacles we will face even when we have failed before in very similar situations. This problem does not only affect students or beginners. It affects professionals, large companies, engineers, politicians, and even governments. Why does this happen? Because when we plan, we look at the future from the inside view. We focus on our motivation, our willpower, and our intentions. We imagine ourselves working hard and staying focused. This creates tunnel vision. In tunnel vision, we overvalue our motivation and ignore reality.
past failures, delays, distractions, and unexpected problems. But when we look at the past or at other people doing similar work, we use the outside view. And the outside view is much more accurate. Research shows that we are usually okay at estimating how long a task should take, but we are very bad at predicting when it will actually be finished. The solution is not more motivation. The solution is wisdom. Before planning, step outside yourself. Look at your past. Look at data. Look at how long similar tasks really took. And once you start working, then focus deeply, like a cheetah chasing its prey. Plan with reality, act with focus. That's how you stop losing time, not by working harder, but by thinking smarter.
Thank you for watching the video until the end. If this video helped you look at time and planning differently, I'd be glad to hear your thoughts in the comments. Your likes and subscriptions help this content reach more people. Until the next video, plan more consciously and act with a clearer perspective.